Come forth, bro, and toucheth me.
I just imagine you're going up to him and you're monotone, Snick, and he turns around and is like, rah! You're like, okay.
Yeah. What's up, buddy? Come forth and do Snick
This
thing.
darling is up. Ha, take this. Hair, don't trip me now.
Alright. With a smaller party, let's try this one on Eileen.
Get some of this.
Ready for your
That's not terrible. Speaking of anime, been watching season 2 of Era, the English dub Girl
My turn,
1.
boy.
I know what his interests are, and you don't. Girl 2. But I know what he likes. In bed! Gasps. Well. And that is anime reenacted by CJ. Thank you.
I'm sorry, should we snap?
T-Bug, how anime? Which he probably didn't have that much flair on it. But,
Yeah, but that we're going to put out there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Our readings, we get to malform the interpretations as much as we want.
Thinking of anime, that was a conversation of how many retainers do people have in 14? And they're like, oh yeah, I pay like $22 to $25 a sub a month. I'm like,
That was lit.
why? Why when you can make an alt and have extra inventory slots and blah blah blah? They're just like, that's so much money for just one fucking game each month. To me, because of Crunchyroll was brought up for subs and stuff like that.
Okay, that's
Sorry.
related.
Yes, but it's like, oh, we don't subscribe to Crunchyroll, we don't subscribe to Netflix or anything like that. I'm like,
I thought that was just because I'm a cheap bastard.
no,
And
these other people.
And we don't put time into like watching anything.
Yeah, no, but these other people are like, yeah, we don't subscribe to this or that, and blah blah blah. I'm like, I miss Crunchyroll, but we don't have time for Crunchyroll. But I do miss Crunchyroll. Okay, do we touch one?
No. So you have to come here.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So what you have to do is remember the colors, I think.
And the shapes of them.
Yeah, I bet that's gonna be it.
Fuck. So they're all rearranged too, aren't they?
Hey, I tried. Thank you. Speaking of, I gotta watch the next on Roz's list. Have to decide what to watch next. Biscuit Fields. You take away flair where there is and add it where it isn't. The usual. It's just one of many services we provide and or don't provide here on the stream.
Oh shit, you do gotta memorize those.
Alright, 1 is plain. 2 is gold. 3 is green. 4 is silver. 5 is your.
Okay.
1
Plain.
is plain.
2 is gold. Up.
2.
To the left.
This is up as far as I can go.
To the left. 3 is green. 4 is silver. 5 is your.
A door opens in the distance. We got a puzzle. More battles. Nice, says T-Bag.
The vile enemy is here. Let's
Epic puzzle solve chime.
All right.
Puzzle get. It reminds me of Wildstar. Holy shit, you leveled up.
Oh my gosh.
This is my favorite part of that game. That just will not die.
We need to read the description of the next town on the world map.
I refuse.
Hair, don't trip me now. Get some of this. This darling is up. Take this.
They stood no chance. Thank you. Now I can fight harder.
Was that hair don't trip me now?
Correct.
I believe that's exactly what that is.
I'll try and heal you.
Did the middle bug do a little boogie shuffle when he popped out of the ground?
They all do. They all go as they come out of the ground.
I have never noticed that.
I have. Do you also know that in this room there's an offset tile? You'll see it when we level up or go through the end screen.
It's also a lot of crack time.
My turn, boy.
There are.
No crack
Hair
pops.
don't trip me now. Get some of this.
Tits onto this.
The day is ours, my friends. Take that. Rejoice!
Tap dance Beatles. Yes.
Ouchie, get off my dress. Is it my in your face?
How come he gets
I'm up.
2 fire shots and I have to put up with overpriced AoEs?
Nailed it.
See the tiles offset?
Oh gosh, it is.
It's adorable. That feature I like.
There's another one, that same column, if you look further back around where it says minor mana.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Oh, I love that.
Coming in clutch. Oh, that heals feels good.
Oh no, no pumpkin set. Tits under this. Torin always kept saying, skip some of this. I'll have to tell him that. I like this bed right here. This will be my room. I would put like a little screen up and a sign that says no girls allowed.
Meanwhile, your shit going in like, yeah, mine. You're like, shit, it says no girls are allowed. This shit is cat. You're like, oh,
She
god
just
damn it.
put the sign up without actually
Thinking about it.
I did see where I need to touch. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Ha! It's Ripperoni time.
You're looking to clear out the room and all of its goodies before touching the door.
Yeah. So I can also do shit like that.
Oh my gosh. This cat is so loungy. He's like, ugh.
That was lit.
I kind of felt bad. I don't remember when it was, but there was one night I went to bed, and he's lounged on your side of the bed.
Yeah.
And so I get all comfy, make sure my alarm is set and all that jazz, and I settle down. And I reach over and I pet Ben. And he's like, oh, you're a perk. I'm getting pettings. And so I pet him a few times. He's like, oh, that's great. Gets up, stretches, and he's like, you know what? This makes me think of something. And then he leaves and goes into the office and yells at you.
I think I remember that night. He just rose the eye and he's like, ah! Like, what the fuck, kid?
So apparently he's like, this is exactly what I want, but mom has to do it.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck. I feel bad when I come in and it's like, this is even before the RP thing. I'll just stay up drawing all night, blah, blah, blah. I come into bed and Hex is in my spot. She's like, I'm so comfortable. I'm like, Hex, I'm petting her. Like, you should wake up. She's like, purr, 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 purr. I'm like, no, bitch, you need a fucking move.
The seal is deep within a temple from a poisonous veil. Explore the town. Minty Hers will be your friend.
The guy just buggers off.
Yeah, I feel bad when I have to move her. She's like, but it was comfy time. I'm like, I know, but this is my spot.
All right.
Hey, Hex, you having a staring contest with Ben? You can hang out with me. Look.
CJ says my kitten kept doing that during my stream. If he wasn't lounging on lap or shoulder, it kept rotating until he decided, well, I want to play with the headset cords. People left on stream.
My turn, boy.
Yeah, I could really use some pets. BRB. Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Mom! Ah! Yeah, kind of like that.
Ha! Take this.
Yeah,
Hair
man.
don't trip me now.
God, the misses are like way too often.
Get some of this.
I don't want cat blah.
Pretty much.
Ha! Nailed it.
And as I said, I think last night is Ben likes to fluff himself up, so he's really, really fluffy. He's like, I want cuddles. You're like, sir, I want cuddles. Look, I'm so soft. I'm like, oh, you little shit. Meanwhile, Hex will yell at us if we're in separate rooms so we can hang out together in the same room.
You see another world like before, and a huge town in the distance. It stands in the middle of a vale with green mist and trees.
Are those people wearing costumes? I can't make much out of it, but that's what it looks like from here.
read about this town in my studies. It's the town of Ungda. These people practice the art of cosplay.
Yes, it's the town we were told about in the previous town that we just left. Smarty, you are a wealth of Wikipedia information.
These people are always celebrating some sort of custom. They always dress up for the occasion.
Yeah, they were dressing up for a Sede. Way to ruin it.
Yep.
Good work, guys.
Fuck you, Sparty.
This place would be easy pickings for us rogues if it weren't for those freaking costumes.
I know, right? So many of them, people forget to install pockets. True story. So remember, Silver had that when she made her white mage robe. She's like, and pockets.
When FF14 had to ask all of its cosplayers, like, what do you want more out of cosplay? Like, costumes with more pockets. They're like, oh, okay, cool.
Sounds like this is the party's next goal. Onward to Cosplay Land.
Udon Con Tower. Inventory has increased. We got an arrow now. Ain't we fancy? Yeah.
We want to go to towns.
No, not really.
Duh.
The city of Ugda. This cultural city has a custom that practices the art of cosplay. People come here to escape from pressures of the real world and engage in the art of RP. Okay. Whoa, whoa, what the hell was that?
Those are some big ass sprites.
Oh, the art style changed entirely. We're somewhere between Chrono Trigger and FF Tactics.
In the most elaborate forms you've ever seen.
It's very FF Tactics, and I kind of love it.
Tell these are ordinary people, but nearly everyone around you is in a costume. You also observe people making various hand gestures to each other.
No gang signs.
Gosh golly, look at all the costumes. This place is too cool for school.
God, this is another, like, all of the audio doesn't seem leveled out again.
Yeah, well, what happened is the audio got dipped for the introduction. Unfortunately, it dipped the music and everybody's vocals.
Except for the narrator. Yeah, it's super weird.
Many towns have their own customs. Ungda certainly stands out among the rest.
Certainly not in the Vale Islands anymore.
I have to check out all the wares here. Oh, can I just touch everything?
Oh my god, that booth has overpriced Ramune! We have to go! Might have done a few anime cons.
Yep.
That person's drawing Rule 34 of my favorites.
Lots of goodies and loot here. We should totes go plundering.
I can't wait to have $12 nachos at the one snack stand that serves real food. Quote unquote.
That's why the chicken nuggets day was always good.
No, that's why I love when Fanime moved to San Jose and you had freaking Johnny Rockets in walking distance.
Yeah.
Bruh, there's lots of things you don't know about me. A girl has to have some hobbies, am I right? I could say the same about you.
This reminds me of Gundam Build Divers when the one like really serious girl and another character like they go off on the adventure during the seasonal event to get all the bear guy stuff.
Oh, yes. May.
What's
My.
that supposed to
I
that
think
her
it was
name?
Mai.
Man, I really don't remember. Like the only characters whose name I remember is Freddy from Re-Rise.
Oh, you're talking about the first Build Divers. Fuck, I don't remember the characters then.
I have to see this. Come on, let's go.
Bye.
To be young again.
The party decides to explore this new city. Someone should know how to proceed further into the tower.
Oh,
Yeah, we're back over here now.
okay.
We got our cleric back.
We did. I thought they were all going to be everywhere.
She composed herself after touching cats. Alright, let's talk to the oversized people. Apparently they're all Roganins. /EM, I greet you with a humble bow. Be sure not to spam emotes in front of those who are engaged in the art of RP. No need to send you to jail, yes? RP, this is a custom of your people? The card changes its stance and talks to you normally. You must be new to our city. RP stands for roleplay. We Udians practice this art every day. We like to escape into another world. It's our way of relaxing as well as our way of life for some. We ask you not to bother those who are engaged in deep RP. Like, super deep.
Elbow deep, you would say.
We encourage you, though, to view and enjoy our customs. If you're looking for a gentle leader, nopes, you can find her north in the big building. She takes it elbow deep.
Yes, let's go into the FF14 joke
I
there.
still have that Uldah shout saved on this PC. Anyway. It varies with voice actors. Again, not everyone was in person. Unlike the narrator, sadly, did my best to increase the intensity of the audio. I really think that that's actually a glitch in the engine. I think the engine's tuning down everything, but the narrator, I don't think it's a problem with the actual recording in that spot. Oh, no, come on, you know I had to go there. Elbow deep in emotes. Oh, ho, ho. Fellow traveler, I emote you. EM is our custom way of talking. Many folks will emote you. If someone doesn't answer you, try emoting. Ooh, I want to try this. I pew pew on the nose with love. Well now, I've never been booped in our ways in a long time. You'll fit in here quite well. Fit in where? Please be more specific. I'm afraid scared. I'm afraid. Why are these people so massive? You take up the entire walkway, sir. Ark, every player I run into is in serious combat RP keeps dying. Good thing I'm an expert at rezzing. And done. Lightning bolt. My power is limited to one person per jolt cast. I was able to recover the guy wearing the green cape at least. This is a very tiny inn. Oh my god, it's a TARDIS.
There's a doll.
The hunter, deer hunter. No.
No, it should have said that. Ooh, there's a chest there too.
How do you make a deal reference and not do the other reference?
A Bloodborne reference?
Yeah, that one. I am eyeing this chest. I'm seriously thinking about stealing its contents. Just gonna announce that out loud.
I love that you're reading them all terribly.
You think about heroically stopping the thief and then realize where you are. This guy is emoting out loud. He's not a real thief. I'm gonna push the button. Goddamn. I am gonna push the button that allows me to examine the chest. I have pushed the button. Okay. Yeah. I am the Dark Lord. Fear me. Please don't attack me. I'm not really brown or raw. Dude, why are you doing this in emotes? I found this costume on discount and I just had to have it. Val, I love you. By the way, if you haven't figured it out yet, /EM is the emo command in 14. It was the emo command in 11 as well.
Yeah.
Actually.
And I know people use it as emote. I always thought it was emotion. That's how I read it up, but that's probably what emo stands for, right? Yeah. Sorry.
talking to people. You look tiny. Oh, Proxy. Get the hell out of here then. Don't need your shit. Just
Steal that chest.
Hunter, dear Hunter. I'm going to open this chest full of goodies.
Oh, we get to talk to the chest again. Oh! Chest isn't
Chest-
gonna fucking emote at us?
Chest
Fuck you,
is not
Chest.
emote. Chest, why are you cosplaying as an asshole?
Playing as an asshole. Let's go. Let's talk to that cook.
No, he's from the old Twinkie House meme. He's got the hair that's all stretched up. Habibit. The ends here is huge. It has to be most of us usually stay in. What?
The inn here is huge, but it's inns.
The inn here is huge. It has to be, comma. Most of us usually stay in our outfits. I'm sure glad the ice magic works here to keep us cool.
Wow, yeah, that sentence needs some fucking work.
Cosplay as an asshole. The people who did RP in 14, I always saw them talking in quotations versus EMing.
Well, when they're talking, they do quotes. When they're emoting, there will be sometimes regular text. I do double stars, and some people do /emote.
Yeah, so when you do /EM, that triggers instead of talking normally, it prefaces the text with character name, blah. So it's up to you to know that that's going to happen. So it'll be, in my case, it would be Shanalia, and then I could put in does a thing. And so that's how the line shows up.
And it shows up in a different color, too, and I think italicized? Not 100%
That
sure.
might be based on player settings.
Okay.
Whew, I'm out of costume today. I'm trying to fit in with these folks, but these costumes are sweltering. They're also like twice my height.
Yep.
Ah, crap, forgot to speak in the way of emoting. You won't tell the others, will you? I think you're in the clear, my friend.
I actually was talking with people about Balmung with our peers. Like, I miss Balmung because I miss going to Ul'dah and going out to Thanaland and the FCs having RP battles out there. And it was like, what? This was a thing? I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to go back and visit the fucking server and see if it's still a thing.
Oh yeah, and whenever there's a bundle of people, I would always just RP walk past. Just out of respect.
Drowned Wench would always just be full of RPers and stuff. I remember someone had a brand new sprout, like, just joined the game. And they're like, we're gonna make you take you on a tour of LL. And they're slowly, and they're stopping places and emoting. I'm like, this is so fucking cute. I love Balmung. But I wanted a house.
Like, without the colon and, like, text showing that it's a name, usually. Yep. You know, on the Mux, it actually was colon if you were doing an emote.
Oh, cool.
So it was quotation marks if you were talking, colon if you're doing a pose, is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And it would do the same thing. It would be like the Valden, and then you would fill that in. So then, if you were talking, it's exactly like I do in emotes, where it's like, Shanalia does the thing, comma, yes, I did the thing, you know?
Yeah.
I've stolen all the monies. I got the genuine 20 the other day. I will now slash dance and leave for slash joy. Also, I am very comfortable. Oh, that's not bad. I will save just in case. I never understood the quotes. So the quotes, think of it as when you're reading a book. If you're reading in something that's in the third person, it's like, so-and-so walked up to other person, comma, quote, hello person.
How are you doing today? Yeah.
Quote, end quote. It's like the part in quotes is the part that the person is saying. So just like you would read in a book, that's how it works in when you're communicating online.
Yeah. And understand a lot of our peers, because we actually had a big discussion about this the past week, is people don't know how to separate the RP from real life. Like, no, this is a character I'm playing. I'm role-playing. I'm taking up the role of a character. Sometimes the character's opinions are not my own. And then, I lost it. quotes, blah blah blah. But yeah, it's like a big thing with RP is just knowing that it's role playing on the it's writing. Everybody calls it writing together, like creative writing together, and that's how a lot of RPers see it. It's like, oh, I'm taking up a role. Also, I'm writing a story with somebody else. It's a big thing with me and my RP partners is at the end of our RP session, we'll actually have like a half-hour discussion of, man, I liked it when you did this and that. I saw where you can improve here and stuff. Like, we'll actually talk about each other's writing at the end of this session.
It's /me on Twitch. When you can't play actual... So, the reason why it's /me on Twitch is because that's an IRC command.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's how you do RP and IRC, is instead of /em. And I used to screw that up for the longest time because I was used to /me, as in I do thing.
Yes.
On IRC, and then FF11 comes along with /em, and I kept goofing it up.
Well, and then when you're saying comparing D&D to FF14, it's kind of apples and oranges because everybody plays D&D differently. Like, I love story-based D&D, while I have some friends that really like combat-based D&D. So it all just depends on what people's interested in.
And CJ says, just no dice involved. That is incorrect, because if you do need randomization in FF14 RP, you use the /random command.
Yep, /dice.
Oh, IRC, holy shit, do people still use that? Oh, CJ, you want your mind blown? You are using it right now.
Yeah, you're using Twitch, you're using Twitch chat, it is an IRC.
Twitch chat is just an IRC server. Every Twitch channel is effectively a channel on that IRC server. Oh, so I found that out because one of our buddies who streams, rather than having the Twitch chat open on his browser, he actually just uses MIRC and has that on another monitor. Because then you could actually keep track of things. You could actually like set the colors your own way and stuff like that.
You can use your own plugins and stuff to help manage it.
Yeah. I meant actual IRC. No, yeah, that's actual IRC. You are using IRC right now.
Yeah. Just because it has a pretty facade doesn't mean it's not IRC.
Yeah, it is actually an IRC server. Never seen such dedication to this art form these people celebrate. That is the best fanboys and fangirls I've ever met. What's the command to transfer files? So I wonder if that's actually like in there that you could actually do a DCC.
Weird.
Or if that's disabled.
Did you talk to the left lady? Because I know you talked to the right lady at the counter.
This one?
Nope. At the counter?
Oh, they both do the same thing.
Okay, cool.
Also, am I the only one who sees them as lemmings?
No, they are totally lemmings.
I'm like, I want this one to have a parachute, and this one needs, like, the thing.
Helicopter?
No. The spiky pile driver majig.
Oh my god. I don't know what the fucking...
Jackhammer.
Jackhammer, thank you.
Neato, says T-Bug. I know what people still use IRC for isn't to chat. Oh yeah, well, so for me it was always mixed use, because I would hang out on MP3 channels, and that's what I used rather than Napster back in the day. And I actually hung out in local channels. So that was back when I lived up in the Portland area, so I actually hung out in the Portland chat. Oh, and then there was... Oh my gosh, what was it? YIFNet.
Oh god!
which was the furry IRC server, and usually there was like a general chat and the fursuit channel, and those were like the two that I hung out in for the most part. So like everybody, the fursuit channel in IRC was like when we went to MFF. And like,
oh, that we're all just hanging out in the headless lounge?
Yeah, it was like all the people I know all happen to be fursuiters, so I'm gonna hang out in the relevant channel. I am amazed by the TARDIS Inn. I already talked to that dude. Already talked to that probably dude.
Yes.
How about this dude? How about this dude? How about this dude?
Go into the doghouse.
This dude? Doghouse. This doghouse is huge.
TARDIS.
Pleasure home.
Talk to the pots.
I demand pleasure.
Oh, so we're in a courthouse. That is the hardest thing not to call some places. I'm like, this is just a whorehouse. Oh no, it's a courthouse. I'm like, whorehouse.
None of you are wearing a silly wig. It can't be a courthouse.
Oh, I should say that sometime.
What's the command transfer file? Okay, I already read all that.
She got a quest for you.
No,
Never
she
mind.
didn't.
She's fucking out of here. Let's talk to all these bookshelves and chests and things. I need to steal this stuff.
It's supposed to be recipes for Sancho, whatever his name was.
Sylvando? How can you forget Sylvando's name? Ass!
It was like Latin, and it started with S, and I immediately jumped to that one scene from Orgasmo.
Oh.
I am Sancho.
Man, we
You are
should
not
watch that
Sancho.
film again. There's a skull on something. Plastic things? Okay. Cool. Okay. Hi. Hello.
Ah, sweet. Episode 3. It's a prequel.
Talk to the skull.
Where are you seeing
Top
the
right hand corner.
goddamn skull?
It's a skull on a podium, right?
No.
Orb on a podium?
It's like a Tale of the Future crystal ball situation.
Okay, click on it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Much preach. Your house. In the middle of our house. Love Balmung, but at the same time you get into an old raid synced of an easy fight, but it's difficult because the people there play 14 for many years, but never did actual content, couldn't play their jobs right all day, did withstand and hold on RP most all day. FML. Leaves, run, takes 30 minutes penalty. So, like, right now we're running into the problem that we've had this huge influx of new players, and people, like, rolling new characters because our server just opened up for being available to make new characters.
Yeah.
So we've got, like, we have an overrun of bunnies.
Yes. There are, like, everybody
Bunnies
has an alt.
everywhere. Because people are, like, rolling alts. A bunch of people that are, like, finally I can make a character on Adamantoid.
Yes.
And so they're jumping in. So we're actually having the problem now that if you do duty roulette, you get a trial or a dungeon that, like, nobody has run in years and nobody remembers how to do the fight.
Oh my god, so we came back like, oh yeah, we're gonna start doing our DRs because Endwalker came out. And out comes SOS, Seed of Sacrifice. And I stopped because I have a full crown. Like, I don't remember this fight. I could tell you the extreme. I don't remember it, and I'm sorry. This is gonna be hard. And everyone's like, oh shit. I'm like, yep, this is what it is. We got some more dog houses. Oh, they're fighting.
Those two are engaged into some deep art of RP. It would be best not to bother them. This one is emoting about that he had no idea that eloping couple planned to do this. Was it planned after all? This one's emoting about why his daughter eloped with his other one's son. It appears he's blaming the other person for this bad act. So terrible. Very terrible. Much bad.
So it's like a Spanish soap opera. What are those called?
Gasps in Spanish. Telenovela.
Telenovelas. Oh my god.
Which is like my favorite Spanish word, by the way. I mean, even if it is the courthouse, are you really even wrong? I mean, I won't judge those who just want to pay $13 just to spam emotes. People spend $13 on this game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had that today where they're like,
Laughs in Legacy.
I pay $22 a month. I'm like, you know how much I pay for 6 months with a retainer, an additional retainer? Like, $57, bitch.
Anyway, they want to pay $13 a month to spam emotes all day. No offense, I play D&D too, but holy crap, learn the game before you do a dungeon raid.
Actually, our peers are the ones who know the fights the best.
Yeah.
Because they want that gear.
The people who know the fights the least are the mentors.
Yes, true, and I'm a mentor.
Wait, it seems he's waiting for a stall to open. Wait, this is still waiting for the stall to open. Okay. Telenovela, so dramatic, exceptional. People are chiming in the Crystal Net that the doors to the tower are opening up again. Nana Nopes would like to know more about how to do next seal. You should go visit her. I totally butchered that.
We got 2 chests up there, too.
Just hold still. Woman, god damn it.
Then...
I'm still practicing my emoting. Someday when I grow up, I will emote with perfection. / yay.
He has just had the worst, like, half hour, so he has to tell us about it.
Alright, I got this cat. Now you just roll him over like this. And then you say, hello, Vin. Don't you want to be a DJ on the radio?
Yeah, you have to touch his tummy. There, he's a DJ on the radio.
I want to be a DJ on the radio.
The upright tail. See? You're fine.
That's a
little
Ren and
shit.
Stimpy song.
Oh!
It's actually a really cute song. It's, is Stimpy the cat?
Yes.
He wants to be a DJ. And
Cute.
so the whole song is just about that. It's really cute.
We should check all the things in here, like that bookshelf and those,
Bookshelf. The glass
curio
things.
cabinet things.
That's where I keep all my Gundams.
That thing looks good.
And it's a couch.
No, the thing with the mirror. Yeah.
Ooh, wow, so drama.
Well, let's go to the chests.
I guess I had to work luck then, lol. There is an east section of town and a shop here as well to proceed with MSQ main building and
So you can run into bad luck depending on what time you start to play. And that's a big problem with, is Belmonk Crystal? Yeah, Belmonk's Crystal. Crystal, everything is dead after, like, 9 o'clock our time. So, me being a night owl, I can't do any content because nobody is doing content at that moment. They're all RPing. Got no problem with that, but it just sucked when I wanted to do, like, my daily grinding and stuff like that. Luckily on Adamantoys, I think you can do DRs until about 1 a.m. our time. After that, you're going to wait like 20 or 30 minutes for a queue.
We've tried to learn some really bad burps in the Averdale, but that place is nasty. I tried standing still to gain the spell, but I never could get the ability down. Every 4 minutes, Toxic kicks in and ruins everything.
Piano.
I couldn't be part of this custom. I'm just passing by from Limsey. I wonder if the clerics have to deal with heat exhaustion for the constant cosplayers. You guys would make great beta testers. Only the rare and true bump into every damn well finding stuff.
Yeah.
The shop is everything you need up to this point in the adventure. If you're missing something you want, you can get it here. Have I said this before? Wah!
Thank you. That was actually the correct way to say all that. Mirror.
We got your items here, unless you find tons of them in treasure chests. I have apparently found plenty. More items. It's the exact same. Tough.
Purple.
I'm out of costume at the moment, but people still think I'm in character with my hair. The man motions with his hands and puts his hand on his head. Part of our custom, if we're not engaged in RP, is putting our hand on our head. This tells others that we're not in character. Or that you're a complete buffoon walking around like this. That's something normal people do. This one time we had a cleric who got upset that a magical map wasn't working in one of our events. He said he was going to tear up the map because it frustrated him. Sadly, he spoke in character and by per rules, lost the map. He eventually finished the event, but it took him forever to do so. Morale of the story. put your hand on your head if you're sure. If you want to speak out of character, that is. Oh, this is some goddamn thing. Gun! I want to buy gun.
Well, now we know everything here sells the same shit.
We got armors for you and you won't get them in chest in time.
Hells yeah.
Doggo armor.
Weeaboo flail.
Oh, that's the Weebaboo. Kitty staff. Fuck yeah. Now we're getting the good shit. Oh, it's a kimono hat. That doesn't make sense. Are you wearing a tiny kimono on your head? The weapon armor shops for this town, unlike others, contain everything from previous areas and regular tier and second tier equipment also sold here. Weebaboo flail. Well, those are fantastic. I like the super plastic dagger myself. That somehow does more. It's plastic, but it's very tough plastic. Is that like a hat with kimono written on it? I have no clue what a kimono hat would be. I think it would have been funnier if it was called a kimono hat and it just was described as having ears. Okay, CJ, that makes sense. Hold on a moment. CJ, did you read this description out loud for this one? I just need to point this one out. This armor provides cosplay look of a con artist and offers protection for you lighthearted travelers. So apparently this armor makes you look like an insurance salesman. Possibly a loan shark. Hope you've got insurance. And this helmet is called the Co-Play. The font on the right you use for the various games, is that an actual font or Rozzy art font? The one that actually says the game title, CJ? Just so we're clear. So right now it says Destiny of Wizard 3. Yeah. I forget the exact name of that, but what that is it's a free use duplication of the font used on Atari cartridges. So if you were to look at an Atari cartridge and look at the end of it where it shows the title of the game, it's meant to look like that font in particular. Yeah, I forget where I picked it up, because, I grabbed these fonts years ago. It'll be a good font to use in RPG Maker, assuming it sees it. Not all fonts in RPG Maker supports. Oh, interesting. I bet it needs to be like true types or very specific styles. Okay, I did grab those. And I got those. I found some fantastic fonts that I wanted to use, but some font styles didn't have numbers, just alpha characters. Oh, that's weird.
That sucks.
And if you want to get really complicated, only some fonts are Unicode compliant. I.e., it's like just basic alphanumeric stuff. It won't go into like symbols or other language typefaces or anything like that.
Yes, I actually have to look for that when I'm trying to find fonts. We have about 10 minutes left to the stream.
Alright. I'm probably going to end up wasting it on
Items.
things.
Yeah. It's a good stopping point because it's like we're chilling out for the... We don't have much time left, so just equipping everybody and getting right into story tomorrow wouldn't be a bad idea.
Streams make me want mac and cheese, says Bear. Maybe it's just association.
It probably is just association.
Yes, rest up, you'll need the energy for the next dungeon. 10 minutes to organize gear. Time to create a neural net that makes it for you. That'd be kind of neat, actually. Always a good idea to get all the equip up and ready. Fun fact about that, it took me 3 months to create, test, and make sure it worked properly. It is the hugest dungeon in the game. Which means it's going to be like all day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
because
probably
goddamn,
gonna be
that
2
last
days.
one was like way too long already. Chelsea has an actual checkpoint mid-through in the world map. They're probably not like as I modeled after Dungeon, everybody just loathes in 14. Everybody still loathes Arm Vale. So lately, as we've been running alt through, we're just like, screw it. Grab alt, grab friend who has endgame job, and run instincts just to blitz through it.
Yeah, it's like, don't attack anything. I'm gonna go as Dancer. Okay, I'm like, don't attack anything, because I'm gonna roll as Dancer, and if you don't attack anything, you don't lose your Peloton. Let's go. Fuck that dungeon. The dungeon's rough because you can't be level 50 in it, therefore you can't have your final spells. Nervin, you're not fluff anymore.
Man, the pain of level restrict reset dungeons. So the reason why Orm Vale is so, like, universally loathed is that, it's not only level restricted, but it's level restricted at a point before you really start coming into power as your job.
Yeah.
So it's a particularly tough dungeon for the level, and then you don't, like, have any of your good moves, because they happen at level 50 and you're restricted to 49.
Mm-hmm. And then if you get people who are impatient with how parties are supposed to pull dungeons, that first room will just fucking party wipe people. But once you get past the first room and the first boss, the rest of it's pretty easy to deal with. I think that's the reason why I stopped leveling soup.
I liked how you gave it a name that's like the exact same thing. You're not fooling anybody with Aram Dale or whatever you called it. It's very obvious. Oh, these are even better than the plastic ones. Oh, well.
Forget about Arm Vale? No, God. It's the reason why we don't do, leveling DRs. Is there's a chance that you're gonna get Arm Vale if you don't get Shashasha.
That emote is great, by the way. Yeah, I love the Mario and Luigi one.
Mm-hmm.
Still, my point stands. When I ask people what dungeon do you loathe the most, they always say the Veil. Yeah, that is universal. CJ always say to keep her the lake. Wow, that was not too bad. I've even tanked that one, and I don't tank.
Yeah, and you weren't even in, like, endgame tank gear for that area, either. Yeah. I think you were just some hobbled-together stuff.
That was before I got it up my... got that bug up my butt about doing, a binding coil on solo.
Yeah. Like, I think we've done RM Vale 3 or 4 times in the past couple months for all the alts. And we just did Keeper of the Lake 2 or 3 weeks ago on my kitten.
I love not being in the know with 14 because things like sha-sha-sha are so much funnier out of context. Keeper the Crapper just drags on. Sometimes get to the end, one person struggles with the shield mechanic. I know, I like tanking some of those old dungeons because I have both Rozzy and DeWolfric who have both tanked. They're both like active tanks. And I'm just like, alright, point Shin at things and she'll stand in the way and tank, air quotes. So I have them usually coaching me over my shoulder as I'm learning to tank.
I remember, I think it was you, me, and Jarrell tanked into, or queued into leveling, and you got, Sasha with brand spanking new Sprout, who's tanking, and they're like wandering around anywhere and everywhere, like, we're just gonna let them wander, I don't care. If they want to do solo pulls, that's fine, they can do single pulls, it's okay. If they want to do double, cool. If they want to pull the whole room, I'll let them do that. That was like one of my favorite moments in FF as of late.
Guess there's worse situations. Know a friend who was mentor and did roulette and dragged into Mog EX Saint, and it was mostly WoW players. I wanted to do it that way. Oh man, it fell for. Yeah, the WoW players when they don't know what the hell they're doing. It's like, oh, you guys aren't used to mechanics, are you?
Yeah, and the people who queue into stuff synced don't know about the PF. It's like, no, you do the PF. I remember, I think it was my kid, and I'm like, I need to clear on Mog Extreme. And I just put him like, free Wondrous Tales! They're like, okay, I can solo this. I'm like, cool. I don't care if I die. Just fucking clear it for me. They're like, any other fights you need? I'm like, no, I just got them all done.
Torin did mentor and got dragged into Ultimate Weapon EX things.
Ultimate Weapon synced is not that bad.
It's not terrible.
I used to actually roll that. That was a pretty good fight.
And now it's probably even easier. This card doesn't say anything but points the way to the leader, makes various hand gestures towards the building in front of you. East section is down in the lower right corner, so I guess I should do that first. You look comfortable. The Steps of Cause, where they sell all the finest pudding pops. Go ruin these people's RP. By sending somebody off to watch YouTube. Otherwise known as Kosteps, does a Russian dance. I'll allow it. Deep RP. Plan works so the couples together. Some sense of spend. Talk to the other guy. Fun Smiles talks about their families can work together for a better future. Thanks for watching this RP. For your respect, not interrupting our performance, we're gonna give you a prize.
Cute.
Some happy-go-lucky time.
Oh, trust. We get to talk to it.
You've already eluded me, and you have the nerve to come back here again. So rude.
What's the eyeball say? Or did you talk to the little eyeball guy?
So the eyeball is complaining that he had to RP the monster.
Aww.
Thanks, Val. Always need an excuse to Kazatsky kick. Damn, Val. Rude. He's wearing a Kigu.
He is.
A monster has stolen my tail. My cosplay can't go on unless I get it back. A mischievous monster known as No Tail Swipin', No Swipin' took it. For some reason, he likes to collect tails. Can you get this back from me? He ran off deep into some temple, so people tell me that's where he likes to hide. Please find my tails. Side quest in the southeast corner, which you'll love. Alright. I have to find some temple. This looks like a temple. Temple. Temple? Temple. Temple. Are you a temple? Are you a temple?
Southeast.
No, so he's talking about the person I just talked to that gave me a quest.
Got it.
I understood all of that except the last sentence where Val just kind of faded out. Is this a temple?
No, we've done this. chest. Damn.
This big book, yeah. This big book says the following script: Pixar didn't happen. This one doesn't fit like the rest. Over 9,000. My room. I wish I could understand these books in the palace are a bunch of older style of emoting. I was told it was a style called ASL. I have no idea what it stands for. This style isn't used anymore, so only a selected few can read it. Nana Nobes tells us it's just for show, as Ugda's new traditions they follow. Anyone can tell you these. Okay, so now that makes more sense. Pixar didn't happen. My favorite location. 21 plus, frequently Earth. Old enough, yes, this universe. All the random quips people give to respond to that. Being a cosplayer speaking in emotes is required while on the palace grounds. We're not rules lawyers, don't stick by the rules. Oh my god, just get on it. There's 30 XP points. Ask me. No, 30. It's the same thing. Okay, cool. It's like legit. Legit. Oh, it got duplicated. Oh no.
There was someone all the way north left.
Yes. The Aura Vale is a huge forest-like valley. If you plan to go there, make sure you're... Yeah, I get it. It's poison. You've been saying this for like 2 chapters now.
There's a princess wandering around to the right.
I thought I talked to her. She's the one that talked about the book.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Apparently there's a wedding happening. I blame the music. It's too much of a jam. You'll find Nana Nopes up ahead. Despite her size, she is a kind ruler. Please treat her well. You're... okay, cool. Red Mage. There's a hidden temple deep within the dale to the east. I've done the research. I think there's a tower seal on it. Trial of Temple truly exists, so I have no opportunity. Okay, so the temple's going to be in the dungeon. We'll have to look for a tail there. I forgot all about proxy. Cool. Get out of here. And good.
You see a young girl in royal regalia of loud pink. You conclude she is the leader of the group.
Transformed from the norm by the nuclear goop.
Oh my gosh, Val. Oh, she doesn't speak. She's gonna die.
You must be the new adventurers I've heard about. It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Nana Nopes. Welcome to Ugda.
I've never met a leader of a city who was so young.
Actually, I'm part dwarf. Although my mother and father parted to the beyond a few cycles ago, I still miss them. For now, the citizens of Ugda decided I'd rule their lands. Besides, our city loves... I am so kawaii. Our city loves to relive their youth. Having me lead them gives us feels for youth again. Now what brings you here to our city?
Companions relay the events up to this point in the story.
Welcome back,
The
Resu.
discovered resembles that of a diamond. Do you know anything about this tower?
What?
I know exactly what you're looking for. The diamond seal is located deep inside a hidden temple. Deep inside. That didn't sound like Val for a minute. Also, hi, Resu.
Well, looks like us darlings are going to the temple. Let's go.
We do realize we don't know where we're going. We have yet to ask for it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I was going to
They
ask
didn't...
that before you interrupted.
The music didn't even get turned down.
Nope, the music's not turned down for these guys at all.
That is too cute. You two should act out in one of our RP events sometime. The crowd would love it.
I'd feel so much better if it was an act. Sam is one scary girl.
Jazz is chef's kiss. There's a hidden temple deep in the Aura Vale. This vast valley is where you'll want to go get the next. I must warn you, though, the dale is heavily covered in a poisonous mist. I suggest you take plenty of minty herbs, like the half-dozen other people who have mentioned this so far have mentioned again. Ordinary healing items will not remove the toxic that happens there. I've never been to the temple myself, however. I've read in my text that the seal is hidden there. I'll give you the location of the dale with the location. I hope you find what you're looking for. Good luck. Absolutely, but Val, did you remember to get some minty herbs?
No.
No, femros sound dainty. Not like those Lalafell. Not enough since I'm like, I'm just gonna barge on in here.
Yes.
There we go. So tomorrow we'll be doing Aradale. Boop. There's a hidden temple deep in the Aradale. This vast valley is where you want to go to next. Oh my god, the poisonous mist, the minty herbs. Have you been told about this? Yeah, cool. You repeated
We should go save.
3 pages worth of text that you didn't need to repeat. Oh, no. CJ wants to see our options. Everything's flat across the board. And twirly lofty trees, says T-Bug. Which I'm assuming is intended to be shouted by Nana Nopes. Why would I do that? Everything should be flat across the board. If this doesn't work, then it's goofed.
Yeah, remember last time we had it that everybody was talking low, but the music also adjusted to low. The music did not adjust this time at all.
Yeah, it's an absolute bug in the game.
We are calling out a few bugs tonight, and this is one of them. Your voices aren't being raised up, and your music didn't lower for this section.
Yeah.
The reason why we have the sound effects turned down,
We have everything turned down because it was too loud.
it was too loud, and people yell far too much in the battles. The battle voices need to be hella turned down.
Everybody is normal, so I can just save wherever. I'll probably do what I usually do.
Go to Gridania.
No, just save right by a doorway.
Oh, badass.
And that means we could just immediately jump into the dungeon first thing tomorrow.
Yes. And, so we got to Ulda. We got our poison talk down. I'm surprised we didn't pick, oh no, we picked up the tail quest.
We are, gosh, we're only 40% through this. That one dungeon just took forever.
It did.
I was kind of hoping we'd make a little more progress this week, but it's not bad.
We haven't unlocked any others.
So you're supposed to find like secret signposts, whatever, and I haven't been seeing any.
Oh.
So I don't know if I've just missed them or if there just haven't been any.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I've noticed that too, that we haven't been finding any more labor fields.
That's a bother.
Signposts and other tidbits, not just signposts.
Well,
You've seen us playing this so far. We've been clicking on everything.
Plus will unlock labor fields as well. Okay.
Yes, it's still weird. We're 40% in, and we've only seen one so far. So my assumption is I've missed something somewhere. But yeah. There we go. Next time you play, I'll look my guide to see where number 2 is. With that, we'll be back tomorrow night with more Destiny of a Wizard 3 as we enter the Auradale dungeon And until next time, enjoy whatever games you happen to be playing, and we will see you on
The next show, have a good night.
Good night, everybody.